Geometry, section 1.1. We're going to learn how to identify points, lines, and planes. First, we have a vocabulary word, undefined terms. So in geometry, the words point, line, and plane are undefined. Okay, that means they don't have a definition. They don't have formal definitions, but there is an agreement about what they mean. That means that a whole bunch of really smart people got into a room and said, this is what a point is. Okay, this is what a line is. And a plane is very difficult to draw. It goes in continuous in all directions. But they're not defined. People just agree what they are. Okay, so let's write down what these undefined terms are. These are more vocabulary words, and I require you to put these in your notes. So first we have a point. It has no dimension. It's represented by a dot. So we have a dot here. You can call it point A, or just, you can write point A. Okay, a line has one dimension. It's represented by a line with two arrowheads. But it extends without end. That means it goes on forever. This arrowhead means that the line goes on forever in that direction. Okay? This arrowhead means the line goes on forever in that direction. Through any 2 points, there is exactly one line. You can use any 2 points on a line to name it. So this line right here, you can name it line L, because there's that cursive L written there, and it's right next to the line. So you can say line L. You can say line AB, because point A and point B are on the line, so you can name it line AB, and actually write out line AB, or AB with a line with arrowheads over it. Or you can say line BA, because it doesn't matter what order you put them in, so you can actually write line BA, or the letters BA with a line with arrowheads above it. Okay, these are all acceptable ways to name that line. All right, a plane. A plane has 2 dimensions. It's represented by a shape that looks like a floor or a wall, but it extends without end. So this line right here is just representation, but it really goes on forever in that direction. Okay, a plane is infinite. It does not stop. Don't want to confuse you with the crazy arrows. Through any 3 points not on the same line, there is exactly one plane. You can use 3 points that are not all on the same line to name a plane. They cannot be on the same line. Okay, if you have 3 points on the same line, it's not a plane, it's a line. Excuse me. So here I have an M in the corner. It doesn't have a dot next to it. So that's actually plane M. And then I have 3 dots, not on the same line, so I can name it plane ABC. I can also say plane BCA, plane CAB, etc. That looks like I've misspelled it, so let's fix that. Okay, you can name them in any order. It does not matter. You just have to pick 3 points that are not on the same line. Okay, 2 more vocabulary words. Collinear points. See that word line in there? That's in there on purpose. Collinear points are points that lie on the same line. That's why the word line is there. Coplanar points, there's the word plane without the E, are points that lie on the same plane. Some of you are saying duh right now. Okay, here's our first example. And how this usually works is I work through the example and you guys follow along. Some of you are going to want to put the example in your notes, some of you are not. We will have periodic notes quizzes where I can ask you anything about your notes. So it's up to you as to what you put in your notes and what you don't. First one, give 2 other names for line PQ and for plane R. So let's look. I have line PQ, is this one right here. I can name it line N because of that. Or I can name it line QP. Or I can say QP, or I can say line PQ. I gave you more than 2 answers. How about plane R? Okay, I can name it plane R. Hold on. I can say plane, I just need to pick 3 points on the same line, VSP, that's an S. I can say plane, I don't know, PTV. That's 2 more ways. What I cannot say is plane SPT. Cannot say that because SP and T are on the same line. I cannot say plane SPQ because Q is not on the plane. Cannot say that. Let's look at B. Name 3 points that are collinear. SP and T are the only 3 points that are there that are collinear. Name 4 points that are coplanar. V, S, P, and T are all on the same plane. Okay, this is a you try. That means that you push pause on your video, you try the problem on your own to see if you understand it, and then you would push play and see the answer. All right. Give 2 other names for line ST. I gave you 4. I have line ST is right here. I can name it line M, line SP, line PS, line TS, etc. There are more answers to that one. Name a point that is not coplanar with points Q, S, and T. You may not think that Q, S, and T are coplanar, but they are. Because, sorry, my 3-dimensional drawing, you will learn, is quite humorous sometimes. Okay, we all do our best. That's all that we ask. So I have a plane right here that goes through this line. And on that are Q, S, and T, and P. Those are all coplanar. But V is not. Okay, next section. In geometry, terms that can be described using known words, such as point or line, are called defined terms. So these have definitions. Okay, we're using undefined terms in our definitions, but that's okay, because we've all agreed what a point, a line, and a plane are called. All right, defined terms, segments and rays. Line AB, written as AB with a line over it, and points AB are used here to define the terms below. First, we have a segment. The line segment AB, or segment AB, written as AB with just a line with no arrowheads over it, consists of the endpoints A and B, and all points on line AB that are between A and B. So here I have line AB with point A and point B. Line segment AB is just endpoint to endpoint. Notice it does not have arrowheads because that is not a segment. Okay, here we have a note. AB, segment AB can also be named segment BA. Doesn't matter what you start with. Array. The ray AB, written as AB with a line with just one arrowhead over it, consists of the endpoint A and all the points on line AB that lie on the same side of A as B. That's very, very wordy. Okay, array I always think of as the sun, a ray of light, right? Because we have here ray AB, it always starts at point A and goes through B with an arrowhead on it. Okay? Ray BA is different. B is first in ray BA, so you have to write B first, and then it goes through A. Okay, you've been told that this is ray AB, and this is ray BA, and they are not the same. Okay, moving on. If a point C lies on line AB between A and B, then ray CA and ray CB are opposite rays because they have the same endpoint and they go in opposite directions. Another example. Give another name for segment GH. Here I have GH. I can also name it segment HG, or I can name it JG, sorry, or HJ, or GJ, or JH with segments over them. Please use correct labeling. B. Name all the rays with endpoint J. Which of these are opposite rays? See, I have endpoint J means I'm going to always put J first. JE, JF, and those are opposite. JH and JG, and those are opposite. Okay, you try. Okay, I'm going to push pause. You need to work them on your own, and then you push play to see if you got them right. Number 2, another name for EF. You can say segment FE, segment JE, segment EJ, etc. Number 3, are HJ and JH the same ray? I have HJ, just do this, it goes like this, and JH goes like this. They are not the same ray. They do not share the same endpoint. Are HJ, go with blue, and HG the same ray? Yes, it doesn't matter. I'm going through J and including G, or I'm going to G and including J. They share the same endpoint. They're going in the same direction. They are the same ray. 2 or more geometric figures intersect if they have one or more points in common. The intersection of the figures is the set of points the figures have in common. So here we have the intersection of 2 different lines. It's a point. The intersection of 2 different planes is a line. Sketch a plane and a line. Sketch a plane and a line that is in that plane. Okay, I've said it before. I'll continue to say it. I'm not the best at 3D sketches, but I try my best, and I always put my best foot forward. So a plane always looks sort of like a skewed or a squished square. Okay, a line. We know that a line needs 2 points. We'll say it's A and B, and we'll draw a line through those points with arrowheads on them. B, sketch a plane and a line that does not intersect the plane. I'm going to make another squished square, and then I'm going to put a point. Okay, B is on the plane, A is not. Once I hit the plane, I'm going to sort of dash it so you can see that it sort of goes through. Not bad. Part C. Sketch a plane and a line that intersects the plane at a point. Sketch a plane. Oh, silly me. Okay, pause, rewind. Let's erase B. I have made a mistake. I did not read the instructions clearly. Okay, B is sketch a plane and a line that does not intersect the plane at all. Squish square. There's my plane. And then I need a line. I'm just going to make it so it doesn't touch the plane at all. And this will be plane, I don't know, P. Okay, C. Sketch a plane and a line that intersects the plane at a point. We're going to intersect it there at point B. A is not going to be on the plane, and there's my line. Dash to go through like it's underneath it. Okay, there we go. sketch two planes that intersect in a line. This one's always crazy to draw. So my first plane, I'm going to go ahead and make the line. That's where it's going to intersect. And this is going straight up. And this is going behind it. Okay? So really, I guess I should dash this since it's behind the plane. Yep. Now I need to make my line better because this is an actual line. We'll put 2 points on there. Beautiful. Alright, you try. Okay, sketch 2 different lines that intersect a plane at the same point. 2 different lines that intersect a plane at the same point. Push pause. Beautiful. Next. You try. Use the diagram at the right. Do numbers 5, 6, and 7. I'm going to push pause. There we go. Line PQ and line K intersect at point M. Intersection of plane A and plane B is line K. Intersection of line K and plane A is line K. Alright, here's where we have the daily homework quiz. Okay, you can grab a scrap piece of paper, a half sheet of paper, something. Do all the problems in the daily homework quiz, and then when you get to class the next time, throw it in the inbox. It's worth 2 points. You may think those 2 points are irrelevant, but they add up. So I would recommend you working on the daily homework quiz. I'll try to remind you tomorrow to put it in the inbox. That's it. 4 questions, 2 points. I think it's worth it. See you tomorrow.